Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1937, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. Leukocytes are more commonly known by what name? White blood cells. Which citrus fruit is commonly used to balance the sweetness of whiskey in a classic whiskey sour? Lemon. Who was CM Punk's partner when he held the World Tag Team Championship? Kofi Kingston. Which Canadian Prime Minister, who had previously served from 1968 to 1979, returned to office by winning the 1980 election after Joe Clark's 1979 minority government fell? Pierre Trudeau. Which inventor famously demonstrated a safety mechanism for elevators in the 19th century, helping make vertical transportation safe? Elisha Otis. Which company's name translates from Japanese as rising sun? Hitachi. Which battleship, now a memorial at Pearl Harbor, was sunk during the attack on December 7th, 1941? USS Arizona. Which sense enables humans to perceive pressure, temperature, and texture through the skin? Touch. Which group sang Come and Get It? Badfinger. Which sport is honored by the Hall of Fame, located in Cooperstown, New York? Baseball. What popular summer drink combines red wine with chopped fruit and sometimes soda or brandy? Sangria. Which narrow strait, a crucial choke point for oil shipping between the Persian Gulf and the Arabian Sea, was significantly affected by the 1979 Iranian Revolution? The Strait of Hormuz. Which annual rowing race between Oxford and Cambridge starts at Putney and finishes at Mortlake? The boat race. After he died in 1506 in Valladolid, Spain, his remains were later moved to Santo Domingo, then to Havana, and finally to Seville in 1898. Who was he? Answer: Christopher Columbus, who retained his World Chess Champion title after Veselin Topalov challenged him in 2010. Viswanathan Anand. In what year did the Allied powers and Germany officially end World War I by signing the Treaty of Versailles? 1919. Which military aircraft is famous for its vertical and short takeoff and landing (VL) capability and helped revolutionize air combat in the late 20th century? The Harrier, Harrier jump jet. Which groundbreaking film, released in 1999, popularized the visual effect known as bullet time? The Matrix. What cipher machine invented by German engineer Arthur Scherbius was extensively used by Germany during World War II? The Enigma machine. Which city is home to the Mauritshuis Museum, where Vermeer's Girl with a Pearl Earring is displayed? The Hague. Which U.S. state, known for its unique culture and beautiful landscapes, was the last to join the Union in 1959? Hawaii. Which European capital city is often nicknamed the Venice of the North because of its extensive network of canals? Amsterdam. What is the method of growing plants without soil, using nutrient-rich water solutions? Hydroponics. In what year did association football, soccer, officially allow a goal to be scored directly from a corner kick? 1924. What nationality was the author of The Magic Mountain and Death in Venice? German. What single word is commonly used to describe a person who is small in stature with a delicate or slender build? Petite. Which luxury car manufacturer features a distinctive hood ornament known as the Spirit of Ecstasy? Rolls-Royce. In The Who's rock opera Tommy, which game becomes a central motif symbolizing the protagonist's journey from deafness and isolation to enlightenment? Pinball. Which neurological condition, first described in 1817, is commonly known as the shaking palsy? Parkinson's disease. What is the term for the fur of a polecat? Fitch. Which renowned ballet dancer, famed for extraordinary leaps and groundbreaking choreography with the ballets russes, became a symbol of early 20th century modern dance? Vaslav Nijinsky. Which novella features an aging Cuban fisherman named Santiago who struggles to catch a giant marlin in the Gulf Stream? The Old Man and the Sea. In which country is Kansai International Airport located? Japan. In the animated series The Powerpuff Girls, which sister is known for her tough demeanor, wears green, and often serves as the team's muscle? Buttercup. The Dewey Decimal Classification, the Universal Decimal Classification, and the Library of Congress Classification are three systems used to code and organize what? Library materials. Which glands produce the oily substance called sebum that can contribute to acne? Sebaceous glands. What is the term for the iridescent inner layer of some mollusk shells, also known as nacre? Mother of pearl. Which English romantic poet drowned in 1822 during a storm while sailing the schooner Don Juan? Percy Bysshe Shelley. Which female artist had crossover success on both the pop and country charts with hits like Let Me Be There and Have You Never Been Mellow? Olivia Newton-John. Which poet wrote the 1883 sonnet, The New Colossus, famous for the lines, "Give me your tired, your poor, welcoming immigrants to America"? Emma Lazarus. Which aviator famously piloted the Bell X, one known as Glamorous Glennis, to become the first person to break the sound barrier? Chuck Yeager. Which Jewish holiday, also called the Feast of Lots, commemorates the saving of the Jewish people from Haman's plot in ancient Persia? Purim. Which historic Nevada mining town, known for its saloons, was a hub during the Comstock Lode Silver Rush? Virginia City. What is the only marsupial native to North America known for playing dead as a defense mechanism? Answer: the opossum, Virginia opossum. Which actor, who played Rod Tidwell, won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for the 1996 film Jerry Maguire? Cuba Gooding Jr. On old-fashioned barber poles, what did the red stripes symbolize? Answer: blood, representing bloodletting. Which ancient language, commonly associated with Hindu scriptures, also played a major role in transmitting Buddhist texts across India and beyond? Sanskrit. Which publishing company, known for its distinctive logo, was founded in London by Alan Lane in 1935? Penguin Books. In which sport is the offensive formation known as the wishbone used? American football. Which studio album did Elton John release in 1971? Madman Across the Water? That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.